The topic of this hearing, expanding opportunity, is in many ways a quintessentially American topic. As Abraham Lincoln put it so eloquently, the leading object of our government is and has been, and I hope always will be, to elevate the condition of men, to lift artificial weights from all shoulders, to afford all an unfettered start and a fair chance in the race of life. In other words, the purpose of government is to remove barriers for opportunity. Often, however, policymakers have a limited understanding of what opportunity is, what that word means. We sometimes see opportunity purely in terms of economic outcomes, namely educational or financial success. And moreover, we can view financial capital as the only important source of wealth on which opportunity in our society depends. Economic wealth is no doubt important. No one would dispute its importance, and it is right that the federal government should certainly seek to remove barriers to economic wealth. But to see opportunity exclusively in those terms fails adequately to capture an individual source of wealth on which human beings draw, and one that is, in fact, key to expanding opportunity, and that is social capital. Social capital is the wealth produced from our associational life, from what we do together as human beings in a particular society. It inheres in the web of social relationships through which we pursue joint endeavors, and it comes from our families, communities, churches, synagogues, Rotary clubs, and Little Leagues. And it's through these institutions of civil society that we make a happy and productive life with other people. They shape our characters and our capacities. They help us address the challenges we face in life and provide us with meaning and purpose as we live our lives. For the past 2 years, the Social Capital Project on the Joint Economic Committee has documented trends in our associational life and its distribution across this great country. It has studied the evolving nature, quality, and importance of our associational life, and the relationship it has to different problems our nation is facing. The Joint Economic Committee has recently undertaken the work of exploring the connection between opportunity and social capital. And it's found that opportunity is largely dependent on social capital, available to us through the relationships we have with our families, neighbors, fellow congregants, and coworkers. These relationships are crucial, both to our economic opportunities and our opportunity for producing and sustaining a vibrant, healthy, meaningful community life. And so the goal of the Joint Economic Committee is now to craft policies rooted in social capital, policies that will expand opportunity for all Americans by strengthening families, communities, and civil society in general. This undertaking will, of course, not be without its challenges. After all, social capital is not something we can see or touch or smell. We can't even directly measure it. We almost don't have the vocabulary or the tools to do it. In addition to these difficulties associated with measuring it, there are also some real significant difficulties in establishing its causal importance. And while policy can certainly help promote the bases for a flourishing civil society within our culture, we must also inevitably confront its limits and determine when, whether, to what extent, and in what way the federal government has a part to play in this project, and the extent to which the federal government might be inflicting harm on these institutions. To bound the types of policies under consideration, and based on the past 2 years of research, the project has identified 5 broad goals related to opportunity: making it more affordable to raise a family, increasing how many children are raised by happily married couples, connecting more people to work, improving the effectiveness of investments in youth and young adults, and rebuilding civil society. Our distinguished panelists will help us shed light on these issues and these questions today, and I look forward to hearing their testimony and also to seeing the fruits of our discussion going forward.